walking where you walked before us. We are walking where you walked before us. We are walking.
My name's Kate Howard. I'm a singer and performer and community choir leader, and I've been teaching Cairn Chorus for the last 4 years. But I've been involved with community choirs for over 30 years, setting up some of the first choirs in Sheffield during the miners' strike, and in Bradford and Leeds and Hebden Bridge. But I loved the fact that people just love to sing, and I feel it's people's birthright to sing, and so have been working with voices all that time. I lived in Devon and ran the music department in the Steiner School there, and I loved working with Alice Oswald, the poet, and she wrote a whole poem about the Dart River, and different choirs took parts of that poem and put a song cycle together, and I loved that idea. So when I was part of a team with Moniaive to get the Creative Place Award that we won a couple of years ago, I thought it'd be a great project for the choir. This brief out about home, about community. What did this community here in Moniaive mean? Because it's been a really interesting project with the Festival Village. Some people have been really opposed to calling it that. Some people have loved the idea, and it was how do we feel as quite a big community about this project. And then because what was going on in Syria, I felt there's a movement of people here. What does that mean to people? And this whole area was really strongly affected by the lowland clearances. So what did that mean? And that was a brief. So it's quite vague and big, and I just let people come up with what they wanted.
The old railway cords ramble and march.
So we had local composers like Mel Thorne, Ali Burns in Castle Douglas, Wendy Stewart down the road, myself and Lucy Harper. And then we also had composers that I'd worked with over the years, like Helen Chadwick, who works for Covent Garden Opera and the Royal Shakespeare Company, Megan Henderson, who's in the US where I used to live, and other people. So it was bringing people from all different parts of my life. And then I suddenly realised they were all women composers, and that was something that became much more significant for me as time went on. I think as a music teacher I realised that so many women were left off the curriculum, and it's become a real great part of the project. And I think locally we've mentored each other and supported each other, because some composers are really new and some are very experienced. So I think it's a project that will carry on and grow, and we'll add more songs to the song cycle as time goes on. I think what's been fantastic about this choir actually is that most people in the choir have not really sung before, or they sung at school, or they sing in the shower, but they've never really sung on stage. And as the choir is growing, and it is growing in numbers, I'm developing technique and what happens, and I think this is probably the most challenging thing we've done, and it was challenging technically and musically, and everybody's up their game, and I feel so proud that they've pulled this off. And I think another thing we did was collaborating with Scottish Ensemble. We worked with the Songs of Separation women last year, arranging their songs, but this was different, to work with classical musicians. And people were anxious, you could tell that, and there was a lot of talk of pitch and how we do this and do that, and that's good. I think it made us really listen to each other, watch me occasionally, so I think as a whole group and community we've really pulled together. So, and out of it lots of ideas are sparking off as to what to do next. So it's really great project and a wonderful choir to work with.